Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. Man, has it been busy around here. We've been reviewing flagship watches left and right, and today, well, we're going to play with something simple. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Promised the Colmi guys that we would get this review up before Christmas, so here you go. They've got a cute little smartwatch that they're offering for you to take a look at using Fit. I love that name. We've got reviews of the Tethering app in other videos, so I'll have a link down below for you to go over if you want to take a look at the overall Tethering app for this particular watch. And what are the details? Well, it's available directly from Colmi on their AliExpress store. They just call it a fitness smartwatch, Bluetooth, multi-sport mode, blue, blood pressure, heart rate monitor, wristwatch thing. No model number that I could find, so we're just going to call it the Colmi Fitness Band or something. Anyway, check the show notes down below. Look at the price. It's already $30, and you might even be able to get it cheaper. So a fun little package that you can play with. Got more of the specs and information here. And it's getting longer and longer and all in a row. So there's the word, all of the functions. I'll leave that there so you can see them. We're going to, of course, go through all of that stuff. And then here's the specifics. The grayed area is the category, and the black area underneath it is the answer. Basic CPU, basic size, I think 240 by 240. Small battery. It's just your basic fitness band. Okay, let's take a look at it. When we open it up, we find a Colmi QR code for online warranty and a way to contact them. That's good. They're taking responsibility for the band in case there's any issues for you. And there's a little lift up here to get inside of it. Here's some more stuff. What's all that about? Oh, I guess giving ratings and stuff if you're getting this off of the website so you can rate them. And then here's the band itself. It's got a little cover to it that gives you an idea of what the face will look like. And it's looking so much like many of the other ones that we've seen, the same form factor like this. 2-button charger, heart rate diode, 1 button on the side, a nice curved screen on it, glass screen, and removable TPU, nice soft feel TPU bands. So all in all, a good quality build. And then underneath the insert here, we should have more goodies, like the charging cable that uses the standard 2-pin magnetic coupler, and a user's manual, which starts out with the code. Is this all the Chinese side? No, I guess not. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, where's English? I think it's, wow, it just starts with Chinese and then it moves to English. Sure, all right. Here's where you download the Fit app. And of course, once again, you can get it directly in the show notes. I'll have the link to the Google Play Store there. Some of the basic informations. Doric, okay, it's called the Doric. That sounds familiar. Did we review the Doric already? If so, I apologize for taking another look at it. If I did, I'll put the link down below so you can watch that review as well if you're interested. And then when you can compare the two. Here's some screenshots of the different pages, or pages of the screenshots of the watch face. It's going to be full color, give you lots of interesting graphs over time. Look at that, blood pressure, blood oxygen. Man, weather on this one. Of course, messages pushed from your phone. You got the selfie camera, a music player, your overall settings, a timer. Okay, nice. You've got alarms and sedentary reminders. The Doric. Yeah, general information and specs, and now we're into another language, and that's the rest of the book. Okay, well, let's take a moment to charge it up, get it ready for you, and then we'll run through what it can do. Okay, a little press on the button, holding, 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 holding. Boom, there's a vibration, and it pops right up. It doesn't take any time to boot, and we've got a black and whitish screen with some color down below. Let's run through things. There's a little button down on the front. There's our sports section. We press and hold on that. And we don't go anywhere. This is just showing us our step count, calories burned, and distance traveled. There's your last night's sleep time. Here's your measurement of the heart rate, and it'll show you your last accumulated heart rate information. Training, it's really tricky to get this right, lets you go through all these different types of training, walking and running and cycling. There's no GPS in this watch, so it's going to base everything pretty much on, the vibration of the step count. Swimming, so that tells you that the watch is definitely waterproof, and then press to hold to get back. And there's your training information. We'll play with that a little more. Here's messages if you're tethered to your phone. You can measure your blood pressure here and your blood oxygen there. There's the shutter for taking selfie pictures when you're tethered, and a music player to play music out of your phone. And then others, when you press and hold, gives you a stopwatch, your mute button for sound, I guess, a reset, power off, brightness. There's the defit QR code, and back again. I wanted to check this. Mute off, mute on. Takes away the vibration. Okay, there is no sound. There's just the vibration there. And now mute is off, which means that the watch will vibrate. And of course, then back will get us back, or you just wait for it to time out again. And we're back to the overall watch face. Press and hold gives you your basic version and information. And, well, press and hold again. See, I can't go backwards. You can only go forwards. There's really no swiping. It's pressing the button here. Get back to the watch faces, press and hold again. That's how you get to the power off or reset or cancel out of that. That's an overview of all of this. I haven't figured out how to change watch faces yet. Let's try the heart rate. Press and hold, and it's going to start measuring using the green diode in the back. And we're going to give it a moment to see if it's going to pick anything up off of thin air. That's our first test. So far looks good, so I'll use my finger to cover it. We'll let it... Whoa, long press to measure. Okay, it timed out on us. Well, let's press and start it again. This time with the finger there. Give it a little bit of time to see if it'll acquire my heart rate. This is one of those that does all three, which is interesting. The heart rate, the blood pressure, and the blood oxygen. Wow, that was quick. It vibrated, and it's locked in on the final number. And then, of course, it's moved on. Training messages. Let's measure the blood pressure. Okay, same thing. I'm holding on to it. Takes a little while to do this in the demos, but considering we're just whipping through this watch really quickly, I want to take a moment so you can see basically how long it takes to do this. And theoretically, because it's working off of the optical light, which is checking the blood moving through your capillaries, you don't necessarily have to have this on your left wrist and all of the stuff like you would with a cuff that's measuring pressure. It's deriving the blood pressure through a calculation based on what it's picking up from your finger. 103/62, that's a little low, I think. Blood oxygen is the next one. Usually that's 95% or higher in most people, but something that you could use to see how well your blood is oxygenated when you're out working out, and it comes up with an answer pretty quickly on that too. The tethering stuff, we're going to skip all of that and let you play with that on your own. And again, you can check the review of the tethering app in the show notes. We'll have that there for you. We have a built-in stopwatch. And another question we often have, if you start the stopwatch and just go about your day, is it going to continue to run in the background? You see that the screen went dark to save on battery, but if we touch it, yep, it's still running. Hours, minutes, seconds, and tenths and hundredths. And I guess touching it is how you stop it. There doesn't appear to be any lap time. And that last tap, and it vibrated, stopped it, and then the next tap reset and started it all over again. Okay, now I can't get out of here. That's one other thing, I don't believe. Yeah, I guess I can. But the question is now, did that stop the stopwatch, right? I know, there's so many things to think about in these watches. There's the data showing up, you see, in the measurement areas. Yeah, it did. So when you bail out of it by pushing the side button, it turns it off. Okay, anything else you want to know about this? It's a quick review. No GPS in it. You want to see it on? It's definitely would work for a lady's wrist. It's got the basic functions you need. Oh, you want to see some of the sports stuff in action. Okay, let's get it on and we'll do that. There. Actually, it is kind of a women's size or child size. It looks a little small on my arm, so it would be great for that. The sports is just your step count. Oops, training is what we wanted. Well, you can get through them quickly. Training, okay. And let's pick up running. A lot of people go in running, right? And now it's set the timer, and it's doing its, wow, and it flips right back again. It's doing its calculation for distance and calories burned, and your heart rate and your step count, which isn't increasing because I'm not moving. But that's just basically like a step counter that's calibrated to work with the time and also give you your heart rate, which at 54 beats per minute is a bit low. So I'm seeing low blood pressure and low heart rate on here. Press and hold. I can pause it or I can go back. It's not a touch-sensitive screen, so there we go. You get over to it, and we canceled out of it. Cycling, you get in there. It's just going to show you heart rate, calories burned, and time. And that's true of most all the other sports. It's just going to use an average number of calories for that sport divided by the number of minutes or seconds and give you a calorie reading with that. Again, you press it, and you bail out of it. And so forth for all the other different sports. They're all just working off a step count, or actually not even step count for the ones that don't involve movement like running and walking, but just simply calories burned versus time. All right, enough on that. Once again, it's the Colmi, what do we call it? Well, we'll call it the Fitness Sports Smartwatch for ladies or children or small guys. And colorful. It comes in a lot of different varieties that you can pick up. And it's available right now through the AliExpress Colmi store. Check the show notes, and link will take you right over there. You've been watching Smartwatch Ticks. Happy holidays, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.